Last week we had a little party here. You see, drinking isn't about the bartender, it's about the guest. But history has tried to make something more of it. Be it your family, be it the church, even sometimes politicians. People try to use the drink to push their own agenda. A time that comes to mind is the Prohibition Era. Prohibition began when? Well, this doesn't look right. Come, follow me. Yeah, this is much better. Prohibition was on the minds of some before World War I, but that's the fight that really pushed it over the edge. The government decided to push propaganda, claiming that the wheat and the barley that you were drinking in your drinks could have been used to feed hungry soldiers overseas. Now, don't you feel terrible? You see, when Prohibition started in 1920, the legislation had a little bit of a loophole. It wasn't illegal to drink alcohol, but it was illegal to make it. Since it became hard to buy the stuff, many people had to secretly grow their own at home. This is where we get the term bathtub gin. To honor Prohibition, I made a few bathroom spirits to honor as my own. And we're going to use these all month long while we study the downfall of our nation. Prohibition, that is. Sounds like we need a victory shot. And this isn't it. Gotta love that Woodford Reserve rye. That is good. The Ward 8 was a very popular drink during the Prohibition era, but it was first mixed a few years earlier. Martin M. LeMasmy was an aspiring politician in Boston in 1898. He was struggling to win his race, so he used an organization he owned in a small district of the city to persuade enough votes to clinch the win. That district was called Ward 8, though I'm sure that win was not anywhere close to being on the up and up. At least he gave us a great drink, a 1/4 ounce of grenadine. I made this stuff at home. Three-quarter ounce of freshly squeezed orange juice. Three-quarter ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Two ounces of rye whiskey, but first we have to have ourselves a shot. It's going to be a good day today. The sun is shining and so am I. And add a Luxardo Maraschino cherry. And that's the Ward 8. Today's word of wisdom is search. When you search for something, it's usually something specific. You know, sometimes people don't know what they're looking for, so they have to lead a broad search in order to track it down. But when you want something in particular, you have to narrow your search results. Apparently, I've been doing this all wrong. My son of a Rick, you know him, was looking over my shoulder while I was using Google last night. I wanted to know how to dehydrate fruit. So I typed in the search bar, "My wife has an Instapot, ... Can I use it to dehydrate fruit? ? Then he cracked his ass up and made fun of me, saying I was interneting all wrong. You see, if you want to know something, apparently you have to be more specific. The internet gets all confused when you give it too much information, such as, Google, sorry it's been a few days. I've been busy, ... Kinda on the can right now, but I need to know where to buy toilet paper, ... Also, where can I buy a pie? ? He was also worried about the ... He just didn't understand. But you see, I'm right on this one. You see, I think it adds emphasis. My wife has an Instapot. ... You gotta show that computer who's boss. My wife has an Instapot. I'm sorry, that's so funny. All right, here we go. My wife has an Instapot.